Good morning. This is Wyatt from Smith Sales Co. Here I am in this field, and I'm going to be showing you what you are getting with this wheel line system. Being that it is partially installed and already set up, there's going to be some assembly and disassembly required for you to buy this item. But starting here, I have this aluminum pipe which takes off this direction and then follows the outside edge of the property way down there all the way around and to a pump which is way out over there. And I think it jumps up in diameter somewhere out in that vicinity. I believe this is just a 6-inch pipe for most of it. You can see that just runs along here. Then out over in this ditch. Then it turns. And there's some spots where it's been disconnected. Like back there was one stick of pipe missing. Very pretty day today in southeastern Montana. Pretty thankful the wind isn't blowing like crazy or it's pouring rain, even though there's a lot of people that would like some rain. But for me, it makes my job easy today. Here's our first wheel line. You can see that's a 4-inch inner diameter. Looks like the outside of the pipe is about a 5-inch diameter. So you'll be getting this wheel line as part of this lot, as well as the second one and all the pipe along the ditch. And then there's a PTO driven pump way down over there. I'll go show you. Okay folks, here in this part of the video, I did get out and I measured some of these sticks of pipe, and I came up with a rough measurement of about 40 feet for a stick. So as I drive down in the video, not all of the gaps between the wheels, but most of the gaps between the wheels is roughly about 40 feet. And I counted it, and there's roughly 28 spots, or 28 40-foot sections as I drove down. And the wheel line is approximately 1,100 feet long, and I would say plus or minus 50 feet. And there's no precise measurement for this wheel line. Some of these pipes have been cut and repaired and welded back up in the past, but what I did measure, like I was saying before, is roughly about 40 foot per stick. So in this next part of the video, we'll drive down and I will show you what I'm talking about. This wheel line has some sections where it has multiple wheels on it. So, but you'll see like right through here, starting at this wheel to this next one, that is roughly about 40 feet. Same goes for this next wheel, and so on. Okay, here we are at one of the drives for the wheel line. This one they took the engine off of and they put it on the other one that we'll look at here in a minute. About 6 foot tall. They might even be a little bit taller. Okay, we're gonna continue down the line. I did lay some tape on it, and from this wheel, kind of up to the sprocket on that drive section, I got roughly 38 feet. So our 40-foot rule still kind of applies as we make our way down here. Okay, as we come to the end here, I think they have just one extra wheel here, so they could tie it up to their post. Here's another part of the wheel line, just another small section and wheel that will come with it. Okay, here we are at the second wheel line. Okay, folks, I did measure this pipe, and it seems like it's the same rule, 40 foot a stick, and the wheels are just mounted in the center of the sticks. So we'll drive down this and see how many you'll be getting. Okay, here we are at the drive section. This one does have an engine on it. Okay, here you go. Briggs & Stratton, 7 horsepower. This engine is free. It did have a cover over it. This fiberglass cover, they just had sitting over the top of it. Okay, let's continue down the line. So from that big drive gear to here should be 40 foot or thereabouts. This wheel line seems like it's a little bit more uniform in terms of the wheel spacing. Okay, here's another little small section that you'll be getting. We'll come over here and look at this pump. Okay, here we are at the pump. This is a 540 RPM PTO driven pump. It's a Berkeley pump. You can see there. Now you're gonna get the suction hose. That comes with it. It just goes out into the ditch there. Not very far. My guess is about 20 feet long. On the pump itself, it looks like it has a 4-inch on the inlet side. And on the outlet side, I'm going to say that's a 3.5 inch. And then it looks like it jumps up to 6 inch. Then it goes into this aluminum pipe following the ditch that we were talking about earlier. It looks like it jumps from 6 inch here up to 8 inch. And then just follows the ditch. Oh, I had to stop already. This section here has a bit of a dent in it. But so far, that's the only one that I've seen with a dent. Here we go. Okay, here's where it changes. We're back to the first wheel line. There you have it. So 8 back into 6. And then, just like earlier today, follows up here and then comes back to the right. So folks, I know this was a bit of a long video, but I wanted to do a very thorough video, so if you can't be there in person to see what you're getting, you're going to know exactly what to expect. So you're going to end up with roughly 2,200 feet of wheel line. You're going to get the pump, and you're going to get all the pipe that follows the ditch. And this will be selling May 26th at smithsalesco.com. And if you made it to the end, I really appreciate you watching the video, and thanks for looking.